YouTube saved my life. Yeah. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. YouTube saved my life. I know you like, that's crazy, right? How did YouTube save your life? Well, being on this whole personal branding, entrepreneurship, content creation flow, I've realized how much time that I spent on all the social media platforms, right? Even with all my productivity hacks, changing my screen to grayscale, checking my screen time. Heck, be honest, let's check. You check your screen time right now. Computer, check your screen time right now, right? Check your screen time settings and see what you got right now, right? See what you got right now. And you'd be surprised at how much time you spend on your phone. So the other day, I went to take my son to his martial arts academy. And when I'm sitting there, it was maybe like we got there about 10, 15 minutes prior. I'm finishing up a book. The book right now I'm reading is The Way of the Superior Man. It's my second time reading it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the book, if you read it. And if you haven't read it, I'll put a link down at the bottom. But I'm reading The Way of Superior Man. And put the book down. Class is starting. I'm ready to watch. See what he's got going on. And then I remembered I had some place to go afterwards, right? So I immediately go in the cubby hole, grab my son's phone, and I send my wife a quick text like, hey, I forgot my phone. If you need anything, shoot a text to DJ's phone. So we leave. We head to the local store after his class. I go pick up some last minute things for dinner, some flowers for my wife. And I get to the checkout, and I'm so used to having my phone that I go to pay, and then my card gets declined. And you're like, what? Like, your card gets declined? Because I keep a certain amount of money in my account, just off of, I don't know, psychological reasons. I don't like to keep a lot of money in my checking or in my savings. I keep a lot of money in investments, but I do keep money in my savings, and I distribute it kind of like a paycheck to myself, since I'm a small business owner, entrepreneur, just for budgeting purposes. At this point, there's nothing I can do. I can't transfer money. I gotta use my phone. So I have to go all the way back home, right? And I tell my wife, I say, hey, I forgot my phone. She's like, what? You never forget your phone. And it got me to thinking, why did I forget my phone? And I forgot my phone because when I said YouTube saved my life, being in the moment is what YouTube allowed for me to do. And I'll break it down. So social media is for two reasons in my philosophy, right? It's for networking and it's for marketing, right? So if I'm networking and marketing, that's pushing information out. If I'm doing the right thing, then there should be lead magnets included. people should be reaching out to me if they need business, whether it's back when I was a barber and I would post ads or post stuff, I would want them to book me for haircuts. In real estate, you want people to hit you up for questions, showings, selling, listing, you know what I mean? And so if you have a service, that's what it's for. So every social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, right? At the end of the day, I know what the geniuses that created them was for, but ultimately what I use it for is to lay traps. And so if I'm laying traps, I don't need it on my phone because Instagram is for instant gratification, right? And if I'm pointing out my content and I'm using it in that way, then it's going to have me more attached. You know, I had got so far to the point where I had turned my notifications off and I had turned the grayscale down and did all these things to keep me out of my phone, but nothing really, those things all worked for a time and they all worked. It's a level of discipline now, don't get me wrong. But I still felt like I needed them. You see, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, that is where the idea, that is where you give people a thought-provoking, curiosity-inducing message, right? And then you expand upon it on YouTube. I mean, it's your Tube TV. So this is where I could expand upon my bigger thoughts. And if you're a content creator, small business owner, entrepreneur, I would urge you to delete the whole social media from your phone. Just delete it entirely. If you're not making money from it, what do you need it for? And even if you are making money from it, you don't need it on your phone to do that. You can schedule content with all the platforms. You can schedule it on the computer, right? And if you really want to take it a step further, let's say they decide to take that feature off, you can buy some other apps that allow you to schedule. Because the thing is, you're supposed to be a master of your time, right? So if the dopamine hit from social media because you're checking notifications, you're waiting on responses, the likes, everything is designed to get your attention, to keep your attention, right? And the beauty in all of this is you control it. Now, there's a certain level of success. There's a certain level of accomplishment that having a follower count, having a certain amount of likes does for you, right? In your head. But there's a guy, J.K. Molina, likes ain't cash. And all those likes and all those things, if they're not bringing you any value, and I don't mean just monetarily, bringing value like you're networking with people, you're getting to know, you're building personal relationships or professional relationships on the platforms, what is it there for, right? So just something to think about in regards to YouTube, switching it up, going more long form, especially if you have a true message. So make sure you check out this week's newsletter. Link will be at the bottom. This week's ATD Chronicles will come out tomorrow. Check it out. I'll go over further details on how you can get better with all of this. And the road ahead is long and hard. No place for the weak. You must be a warrior. Attack today.